Hey, I wanted to share a couple of thoughts about your spiritual awakening and what's going to happen when you're on that journey. I found a lot when I was going through mine in the beginning was that I was continuously called to improve myself or upgrade myself in some way, form, or shape. For example, when you become spiritually awake, you're just awakening, you're becoming more aware, your awareness expands, your consciousness rises. And as it does, it needs your body and your mind to move with it, to accommodate a vessel or a spirit that is expanding, so that your vessel or your body can accommodate this new spirit, this new awakened, new realized and remembered spirit, for it to fully integrate into your being. And so one of the things that I found called to do was in the beginning was to stop eating meat. So I didn't eat meat for a long time. And I had this calling already when I was like 16 years old, a long time ago. And I stopped eating meat, and then I started eating meat again. And then again I felt called stop eating meat, and I keep getting this message to stop eating meat. And I have a feeling why, there's a couple of reasons why they may be calling you to stop a certain habit, right? Because one of the reasons is that because you are upgrading yourself so that you can house a higher consciousness being within yourself, within your body and mind, you have to purify yourself, because when you're so open to spirit, you become so open up that you will receive a lot of information. And if you are vibrating at a lower level, then you will receive a lot of low-level information. So you'll pick up a lot of low-level thoughts and energies from other people, all through time, space, reality. You can pick up on things. Some people believe in entities. I actually do not believe in entities. This is a little bit different about me. There's reasons why I do not. And I'm going to explain this one day. And so when you have these, when you're raising in consciousness and you need to house, you need to have a vessel that can house this higher consciousness being, you're going to be called to stop all kinds of things that could potentially hinder you from becoming who you're meant to become, right? And could cause a lot of downfalls and a lot of problems, and could cause a lot of unnecessary triggers if you are in this place where you're still vibrating at a very low level. So this is why you may be called to stop drinking alcohol, for example, right? Because as many of you may know, alcohol comes actually from the word ghoul, which is a spirit or demon, or also this is why alcohol is called spirit, right? Or spirits, because it tends to attract spirits or bad spirits. So a lot of people who are alcoholics, for example, it's like you can't even talk to them, right? They act like they're possessed or something. And they do not at all want you to ever tell them that they need to quit drinking, right? And so it feels sometimes like when you're talking to an alcoholic that they're possessed. Be very careful with alcohol. I myself usually stay away from it. I found that my body can't handle it anyways. My mind can't handle it. I don't like how I'm feeling after. And it can create a lot of addictions and addictive patterns. And so these are one of the things that you will be called to do is to get rid of the alcohol or get rid of the cigarettes, right? Another thing, because I was doing a lot of Reiki, I was giving Reiki sessions a lot in the beginning of my awakening. Excuse me. And so I would feel very uncomfortable doing Reiki and then smelling like cigarette smoke. I just never liked that. I thought that a healer cannot be smoking, this just seems like an oxymoron. It's just wrong to me. And I felt very uncomfortable about it. And so was one of the reasons why I quit smoking many years ago. It is also because I knew that it would cause me problems one day, right? Especially if you're spiritually awake. You may have memories of the future, and that tells you right then and there that certain actions that you're taking today is going to influence how you're experiencing your life down the road. And so you may have seen things about yourself in the future that you don't like. And as much as there's something we call fate that we cannot avoid, there's certain things that are going to happen. Whatever you're going to make, what kind of a choice you're going to make, these are just kind of like things that are just going to be a part of this path. However, there are certain things that are based on your personal actions and choices. I like to say that you change your fate through changing your choices. Changing your choices changes your fate, right? And to a large part, that is accurate. You can actively change your choices today so that it will change your fate down the road, so that you don't have to go through certain experiences because you have made changes in your life that lead to a different fate, right? It's very simple. So yeah, so I just wanted to share with you how that you're being called right now, if you're going through spiritual awakening, to make different choices in your life, to let go of some of the things that no longer jive with who you're becoming and that are of a lower vibrational nature, so it no longer aligns with who you are or who you're becoming. And when you do that, it's like you're dropping some of the weight. It's like an air balloon, like you're dropping the weight so you can rise higher, right? It's very interesting because that symbol has been coming to me lately again. And also I can remember in the beginning of my awakening, which was like 7 to 8 years ago, where I was receiving that symbol as well. And I didn't quite understand what it meant at the time. I was so bad at cluing into what spirit was trying to tell me. Literally, it had to be smacked right in front of my face for me to clue in. And but yeah, dropping the weight so that your hot air balloon can rise higher, right? Means you have to get rid of the things that drag you down. Sometimes that can be people in your life that are dragging you down. Or it could be a job that's dragging you down. Maybe you need to change something there, right? It could be a situation or something that you're in that's dragging you down. If you learned everything you need to learn from it, you got to learn your lesson and move on, right? Staying in the same place, same people, same situations over and over and over again isn't going to serve you anymore. If you got to learn that lesson from it, and then make the choices to move on or move out of it or move away from it, right? That's the whole point of being in situations that aren't favorable to you or that aren't good to you, is that you're supposed to learn from these situations and take right actions, or create strong boundaries, right? Or remember to create a sacred space, understand your body, your mind, your space is sacred, and not to allow certain people in it. You have every right to say no, and every right to say, I don't want to participate in this. That is my choice, and I'm going this way. Even if sometimes people mean well, or if sometimes you sort of agree with these things or other people, if you feel that you have outlived it, or it has already served its purpose and you're ready to move on, or you're ready to reconnect with who you actually are, right? Then and you need that time and space, your free time to yourself to create what it is that you want to create in your life. Just say no to these other things. Say no to everything. Say no to other people, right? Or if people are trying to get you into conversations or involved into something that they're very passionate about, but you're not feeling it, you can say that I don't freaking care about this. I just don't. I don't care about it. I care about something else. And I want to use my time, my attention, my energy, my focus on what that I actually care about. And I want to focus on that. Okay, and this is about taking back your power. You got to take back your power, because sometimes people inattention, like they don't do it on purpose. They don't always on purpose take your energy or try to harvest your energy. They don't mean to do it. They just want to strengthen their own agenda and their own beliefs in something. And so they need other people on their side to feed the energy into their cause and their purpose. However, if you're not aligned with that and you want to focus on something else, then you certainly are allowed to say, no, I don't want to participate in this. I'm moving away from this, I'm taking my energy away from this, and I'm moving my attention towards something completely different. And that is your right. It's actually not just your right. You got to do this. You have to do this, right? Because if you have gone through a spiritual awakening, or you're going through your spiritual awakening right now, you have to remember that this is here for you to remember who you are, and not about all kinds of other people. This is about you. It's a very personal journey. It's a very personal spiritual journey. It is also a journey where other people can't tell you how to do it or how not to do it, or you have to make your own experiences with it. You have to go through it yourself. You have to figure it out yourself, right? And if you don't agree with other people, it's fine to not agree with other people, right? I always like to just, if I listen to other people, I take what works with me, what resonates with me, and I leave the rest. And I would always suggest to anybody who's going through this to just, or anybody really, like just take what resonates with you, what helps you further on your journey, and leave the rest alone. Leave it where it is, because other people are just people too, right? They can make mistakes. They can be wrong about something. They can be missing perceptions and perspectives that could just cause you more problems or keep you stuck in a certain place. Okay, so only take what resonates. Get curious on what does not and why does it not, right? This is how you grow. Instead of just rejecting it, you just get curious about it. However, like, you always got to focus on your own journey and your own path and where you're going. So, and just wanted to share with you that to remember that you're being called to upgrade in some way, form, or shape, and to pay attention to that. That is your spiritual guides, your higher, future, greater self, your angels that are trying to help you align with who you are, who you're becoming, and who you're meant to be in this lifetime. And I hope that helps, and enjoy the rest of your weekend, wherever you are. Bye.